Hello, 7K leaders. Man, the night's the night. The night's the night for the real tips. You're with the single best opportunity that ever existed in network marketing history. 7K Metals. Firmly established, 5 years old, debt-free. And really, when statistics start coming out, and I think a lot of things are going to come out in May in our national convention, but this company will be one of the fastest growing billion-dollar companies in this space of direct selling. And it hasn't even begun to grow yet. And what I want to talk about tonight is some things that you as leaders must put under your belt really quick, very fast, and learn and be able to duplicate and teach to other people. One of the first things that I want to do is give you a statement that you've got to have in your repertoire of your discussions with your team members, with people you're talking to about joining 7K and joining your team, and their people. And that's that 7K is the only company in the world that allows individuals to accumulate wealth fractionally in increments and store it free until they can get enough that they can ship to them. And that's through the sound money wallet involved. And so, you know, the story, the fact that they can, not many people can buy at one time a 1 ounce American Eagle coin, about $2,000. But they can buy $10 a week, $10 a day, $10 a month, whatever they can afford, and they need to afford something, and they still get it at dealer direct cost, bullion cost. And so for the first time in history, a person can accumulate wealth at the most affordable price ever for them. And then they can also get 1099 tax benefits if they have a job. And that what they would have paid in taxes pay for building a Plan B business that could generate $500 a week for the rest of their lives at a minimum. Residual income. That's pretty powerful. There's nothing that matches that in this industry. There's nothing that ever matched it in this industry. And our job becomes one of communication. Communicating that single point to someone else, because we're literally going to have millions, not tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands. We're going to have millions of members of 7K. It's not if, it's just when. And we have infinite levels on the team on the left and infinite levels on the team on the right of anyone. And I've given some trainings to show how a person, just for 2 years of learning and buying their coin every month to stay in business and accumulate some wealth. That's that MS-70 coin, or that note, that Go Form note. But buying a product of wealth that's going to gain value with time, but let your taxes buy it for you instead of paying taxes to a tyrannical government. Those are the 2 points we got to learn how to absolutely communicate to whomever we're talking to about 7K and joining the team. Now, for you as leaders, there's something else that you need to learn, because everybody's going to have, none of us, I've been in gold and silver for 33 years. And so I pretty well know the industry. I know all the players in it. And I've dealt with most of them and dealt with some that I really wish I hadn't have dealt with. And, you know, this is the key that 7K provides. It provides that security, that proven source. And you're the link because they know you and you know them. And you're that link that says, hey, they're a trustworthy source. I've vouched for them. I'm doing business, or I've been doing business with. I know what they do. I know how they're put together. But what you've got to have as leaders, each one of you, if you've got to have under your belt a real quick, fast understanding of some very essential websites. Number one, your own 7K website. And that means front side, back side, every page on it, every FAQ, everything on every page, and the links at the bottom, and what they are, and where the policies and procedures are, where the company, everything. You've got to be totally familiar with that. And if you're not a leader. That's number one. Number two, you need to be totally familiar with 7ktoday.com. Every page of it, how you find things, where it's at, how you point people to it. If you're not, you cannot actually communicate the value of how good this opportunity is for someone, and really show your prospects the answer to all of their objections and questions by using materials instead of our words. Now, there is a time to use words. That's called those third-party validations, and there is definitely that time. But the more you use videos, FAQs, sites, the more you do that, the more duplicatable you have, and the more you're going to have people join you that otherwise may not have joined you. And then they may end up joining someone else a little later. Stack and sell site, 7K Advantage site. How many of you have already done that? Now I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show these sites. And so these are the essentials, and you better get familiar with them this week if you're not already totally familiar with them, because this is what I use. And I've used them today. I use just about every one of them in conversations I had, not with people for me, but other people's people. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to run to that. If I can find the right place here. That's a problem with sharing screens. There it is. Okay. First thing is our website. I'm already in the back office. I'm not on the front side. Everybody knows where the front side is, but you better know every link, every click, everything from top to bottom, and have already watched those 3 little tiny videos that only take 4 minutes. And if some of you are saying, what videos? Well, that's part of the problem. Right here, 7K Advantage, you'll see my member ID number. Well, if you don't have a member ID number, that means you hadn't clicked here, and you don't have a very important website that's going to save you money and give you also another tool that shows them that they're not even paying for this membership. It's with savings that they would get normally. They're going to pay for it, not only the membership, but it's going to afford them to buy some more gold and silver. And that's what they want. So it'll take you, when you click on that, it's going to take you right to 7K Advantage, which is deal. And you have the site itself, 7kadvantage.7kmetals.com. Okay. Now that'll take you here, and then you enroll and get your membership, and also get your app on your phone and start using it. Look, I just had a brake job done on my Mercedes, and I saved $100, and it was the best price. And I got it at the best price of anyone in this area to do a brand new brake job on my Mercedes. So not only did I get the best price, I got an extra $100 in my pocket, and I buy some gold and silver with. Now that's a story. I have a story. Well, I've also saved in hotels and traveling. You know, my buddy Mitch and I, we used this site. We went traveling together. We went places we saved anywhere else. And so learning to use it and learning about the site, you can't tell people about it if you don't know it and you haven't used it. Hey, I even use it to, if I'm going to a fast food place, just to get the experience. I remember my first use was when I went to Home Depot to get something for my wife. And I said, oh, let me check out Home Depot. I saved a couple of bucks or whatever it was. I don't know. I had it $1 off or $2. What dollar's a dollar? But I got an extra discount off of what I was buying. I was buying anyway. All I had to do is bring up my app and they scan the QR code, and that was it. It's so easy. Now, the other website that's very important that you get off your dashboard is that training center. Now, I know if y'all are leaders, y'all all know this very well, because hopefully you're using my video, if you can't do it, to give them in the top of the band of how to introduce a new, because I give them all their homework assignment, and they go in here and I tell them how to, get here, click on the training center, start training, and to go through the onboarding video, the quick start and all that kind of stuff. And if y'all see, I'm even doing the new one again myself. And I've done all these things again, that because the wealth strategies is brand new. So it's not going to show a check on that. So that's part of watching that video a day. But the training center and the fact of your website walkthrough right here, that if they don't know where that is, you're going to be answering a lot of questions that you shouldn't answer. That's time that they are going to learn better if they find it themselves. And they keep going back here and finding out how to do things. Then the next one you definitely want is stack and sell, because you've got to be able now to relate our products of past purchases that we've made, that our products that we're buying every month, of why we buy a collectible coin, why we have bullion and collectibles. That's going to be the second part of this training that I'll do separate, because I want a short subject on it, a short video on it. And so you're going to need to go through your FAQs. You're going to be able to scan your own into the marketplace in your account. So you're going to put all yours up there, so you have them in your stack. And so as you get them, just start scanning them in. I still haven't got all mine scanned in. I got 5 years worth of coins scanned in, and I bought a lot of coins, everybody. So, but it's on my day. Every day I do a little bit if I can. And it's just part of my routine now. But you've got to know stack and sell. Why? Because this is where you can sell what you bought. And then you can sell bullion back to the company at the highest price. So we've got a total business. So people can't say, well, if I buy bullion, is the grocery store going to take it? That's a different question, because no, they're not going to take it unless they understand gold and silver. But there will be a time when, oh yeah, that'd be the only thing that they'll probably take. They won't take those pieces of paper you call dollars, because they won't be that valuable at that particular time. That's called the reset time. Okay. We're going through that big inflation. It's 7K today, and knowing how to use it. And now we got a search function, everybody. So you can click on search, because see, if you don't know, and you can type in what you're looking for, but if you don't know and you scroll down to the bottom, there's 16 pages, because we've got a lot of great information here. Like, teaches people how to do the coin drop. It teaches people about the auto selection saver process, answers all of our questions for us, and it lets them see the answers, and they get to use a tool to handle objections and questions. So that's a website that you must learn and be a part of. Then also your 7K Wealth System app, you want that one on your phone, but you've got to understand you also have a website, and it's 7ksystems.com. So just like the Advantage, you have an app and a website. You want to be able to learn how to use the advantages of the website yourself, but I mostly use just the app when I use it. But there are things that you will find easier, like when you're trying to learn how to use it and stuff like this, where you're training yourself and you're adding add-ons to it. So this is part of building, and you need to be the leader to help your team learn how to use tools. Okay, so I know that we have more websites, okay, than just these. But these are the essentials that you must, as a leader, grasp and know as fast as you possibly can. And it's going to help you grow and build too. Then next, what I want you to understand is the comp plan. And I've got 3 videos that really will explain the comp plan to you. And you just must play them and play them and play them and play them until you understand it, with the 1-page comp plan in front of you written down. And it's better to even get with someone on your team, and y'all go through that until you really, really understand how cycles work, and that the computer will cycle, and you may not get a check. That's very important to understand before it happens to you. And everybody else will be that way. And then it's going to tie into the fact that everyone ends up with a family business back eventually. Because even if you'll go through the example that I did on the board last week in our leaders training, how everyone can make a $500 check with 7K, being able to show it, even if they just spent their time buying a coin for 2 years while they were learning, and they only had an hour or 2 to put into the business, watching a video or learning about it during that whole 2 years, but they were buying a coin. These are the things that you as leaders must grasp and master this training as soon as you possibly can. And then you're going to be able to develop other leaders much easier with the other tools and trainings that we have. I'm going to see all of you on the beaches of the world, as long as I can make it to there. But y'all have a blessed and a great 7K today.